Consider this scenario. The number of people afflicted with the common cold in the winter months steadily decreased by 212 each year from 2005 until 2010. In 2005, 12,022 people were afflicted. Find the linear function that models the number of people afflicted with the common cold C as a function of the year t. And we're going to let t represent the number of years since 2005. So let's go ahead and write that down here. So we can see here that the input represents t years since 2005. The output, C of t, is going to be the number of people afflicted with the common cold. So number 2, then our model is going to represent C of t, which is equal to m times t plus b. So now if we take a look at here where it says it decreased 212 each year, that is the rate that it's decreasing. So that tells you that the slope is decreasing 212 per 1 year. So therefore the slope is negative 212. Okay, and then here it started in 2005, so therefore that is the initial year, and 12,022 people were afflicted. So that tells you that the initial is 0 and the output is 12,022. So that tells us that that represents B. So if we wanted to figure out what that model represents, we would have C of t, which is equal to the slope, which is negative 212t, plus 12,022. Okay, so now the first thing they want us to do in the first question here is if the function c is graphed, find the t-intercept. Okay, so if we want to find the t-intercept, okay, so to find the t-intercept, we know that c of t has to equal 0. So plugging that into our model, we have negative 212t plus 12,022, which is equal to 0. And then solving for t, we get negative 212t, which is equal to negative 12,022. And so t, if we approximate that, is going to be, if we take 12,022 and divide that by 212, then we get approximately 56.707, and it's telling us to round our answer to 1 decimal place. So therefore t is going to equal 56.7. So if we were going to write down our intercept, then it's going to be 56.70. Okay, now you don't need to include the parentheses in your solution since the parentheses are already out here. Okay, now in number 5, it tells us interpret the t-intercept. Well, that says that in 56.7 years, the number of afflicted people with the common cold will be 0. Now, in number 5, it's asking us to then find if in the function c is graphed, find the c-intercept. So if we're using our model, we're going to find c of t, where t is equal to 0. So therefore, c of 0 is going to equal negative 212 times 0 plus 12,022. So that means c of 0 is going to equal 12,022. So that tells us that the c-intercept is then going to be 0, 12,022. So therefore there is our c-intercept. And then interpret the c-intercept, we can say initially 12,022 people were afflicted with the common cold.